remarks. It really has been a tremendous privilege to serve this city as mayor and council member for a dozen years. I'm immensely grateful to hardworking staff, to the volunteers who comprise the commissions and the committees, and to my elected colleagues over all those years, who joined with me in working to preserve the character and community spirit of Sierra Madre and in making it a safe place to live and raise a family. My commitment and dedication to protecting the integrity of our foothill village leaves a record I'm proud of, and we've heard about some of it already. Most noteworthy is the general plan update, which will be the constitution for the city over the next 20 years, just as the plan which I initiated in 1995 has been the constitution for the last 17. Two Hillside Task Force committees and the Canyon Zone Committee developed land use policies that will protect the very unique areas of the city while allowing for the inevitable change. I recognize the necessity for discipline and prudence in dealing with public finance and offered creative and alternative solutions to problems because I never forgot that we were spending the people's money. Being elected to office is an honor, to be sure, but it does not impart any extra knowledge, special ability, or privilege. Rather, it is an awesome responsibility and one that I took very seriously. Because I believe that government exists for the people and by the people, and that we can give it no power that we do not possess as individuals, I was and am a proponent of transparent government, which, in its endorsement of my candidacy, the Pasadena Star-News thought unusual for an elected official who had served as long as I have. I trust the people of Sierra Madre collectively, always have, and encourage all of you to stay engaged or get engaged in your city's government, because when those who are governed do too little, those who govern can, and often will, do too much. Thank you to all who have called, sent cards, letters, emails, thanking me for my service and contributions to Sierra Madre, and also to those who have stopped me at the grocery store, on the street, at the hospital while they're visiting friends. It means a lot to me, and I also thank you. When I was thinking about what to say tonight, I reflected back on my first two terms and when I left in 1998 thinking that I would never do this again. And I came across a verse that I had written at that time. And it's amazingly apropos at this time. So I'd like to read it. I'd like to be indulged to read this, leaving out certain stanzas that are not appropriate and changing a couple lines in them because I think it's really very appropriate to today. And Clem, you'll probably remember this.
Your microphone.
Yeah, is my microphone? Can you not hear? Huh?
You turned your head in.
Oh, okay. So this is what I read when I left the council in 1998. Oh, I got to use this one. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, hopefully you heard some of what I said. Did some of you hear some of what I said? Anyway, this is what I read in 1998, and I'm telling Clem he's probably going to remember this. It was a verse I wrote. It is often said that government moves slowly, no matter the subject, be it lofty or lowly. But now that it's time to say goodbye, I realize how fast time really does fly. In the last 6 years, while at the helm, making policy and plans to protect this village realm, I thought it important to say we and not me, because nothing can happen without the voice of three. So this is my chance to briefly recount what I brought to this city at the base of the mountain. Leadership and vision prompted several things in the main that it pleased me to see were the base for the last campaign. We got to skip a few verses here. The general plan rewrite, a need I often mention, I initiated with a select group of well-intentioned. We got everyone involved, all ages included, to define the character of our community. We weren't deluded. The Canyon Zone Ordinance, of most recent date, was compiled by noteworthy weight to the needs of a unique, funky isle as an investment in future and quality of lifestyle. These plans are dynamic and will change from time to time. They're the foundation to fulfill your dreams and mine, for the continued enjoyment of this small-town atmosphere that sets us apart from the big cities so near. Money and the fact that there's never enough is an opportunity for us to think creatively and stuff. Other opportunities for funds are hidden somewhere, yet to be uncovered by we Sierra Madrens who care. Being a public servant in this village is far from a sacrifice. The rewards are many, varied, and often more than nice. Uniquely for me, one stands out in the batch, admission to the group known as the Coffee Platch, which some of you old guys may remember. In my terms, council changed, often as did staff at City Hall, and I've befitted and enjoyed working with each one and all. What a dedicated group of professionals doing their part with a can-do attitude and a big piece of their heart. So many of you I might never have known had I not listened to ideas you had sown. With pragmatism and reason, our home we did tend, and now I'm privileged to call many of you friend. My family has been most supportive, as you can gather. There was more than one occasion when I knew they would rather that I was just a mom with no other powers, so that a run to the store for milk would take less than 4 hours. My children have learned that to take you give back, and that gathering consensus is a most effective tack. That truth and conviction often saves and seizes the day, and never burn your bridges. It may be the only way. I thank my family genuinely, as I do all of you, especially my husband Duncan, who always came through. Consider for a moment that it takes quite a man to stand up and confess to being Mr. MaryAnn. I had some verses about my kids in here, but they're quite a bit older. I'm not sure they would appreciate verses at this time, so we'll skip those. This is more than one page. Our old city attorney would shake his head. And there are so many personal thank yous to be said, but I'll do that later rather than spend your time, since I'm really not sure that I can make each one rhyme. I asked for your trust, and you gave it to me. I guarded it faithfully and most carefully. I tried to be fair and do what was best, for the good of the whole, and never feathered my nest. But my watch is over, and it's time to move on, though I've still got things in the making with much to be done. I look forward with enthusiasm and great expectation to those who take over at my council station. And in closing, this new council is a very inexperienced one and will need the guidance and the direction from the collective genius and the common sense of the citizens of Sierra Madre, we the people. And I now join with all of you in that endeavor. Together we have what it takes.